Hello, this is Dan with InnerPC Computers, and today we're going to talk about Office 365 OneDrive and SharePoint. This basically helps CPA firms and financial firms, well, any organization really, but really does help CPA firms securely share their files out with their clients and also share and edit files within their organization. My name is Dan Fusco, and this is InnerPC Computers. So OneDrive, brief overview of OneDrive is that this would be a personal folder that just you or an employee would have on their computer that would not be shared out with anybody else in the organization. You can use OneDrive on the cloud and on a device, so you don't necessarily need to download files in order to see the files. You can share files through OneDrive, and also this is a great way to back up files and see the revision history of these files that you would store on OneDrive. The difference between OneDrive and SharePoint is in SharePoint you create teams, and then you have folders that are shared out within your organization. This is more a business class product. You can use this again on the cloud or a device. You can edit the documents online in real time with the people on the team. So for instance, you could have Word, and while you're editing a Word document, somebody else in your department could be editing the same document at the same time. Very helpful for Excel sheets. And then also you can back up the files. Great way to back up the files and view revisions. So what I'd like to do is show you a brief example of how OneDrive and SharePoint work. Okay, so what we're talking about here is the difference between OneDrive and SharePoint, and then some of the functionality that will happen with these programs. The functionality is actually the same with OneDrive and SharePoint. The main difference is that with OneDrive, this is only my folder. Only I can see what's in the contents of this folder, and the InnerPC team site is shared throughout certain employees that I choose within the organization. So under InnerPC, you could have InnerPC team site, you could have accounting, sales, and all that, and designate users within the Office 365 domain to these specific folders. So if I click on the word test, Word opens up, and you'll see that what's really cool about this is that if you type something, it will. Now I'm going to close it. Now normally you'd want to save this, right? But you'll see autosave is turned on here. What we're going to do is we're going to just close it, and then you'll see it's syncing up. And then we're going to open it, and hopefully my changes are there, and they are. So you could also click save on this as well if you just want to have that extra peace of mind to make sure that it saves. Okay. If you go into the document itself and you right click on it, there's everything that you would normally see as far as commands go. The first one right here is very beneficial. You could share this. If you have a very large document, you can share this through a link, and you just enter the email address right here. If they're in your favorites, the name will automatically come up. You say hi, and then you send, and that is going to get sent. You can also copy the link, share, copy the link, and then open up Outlook and share it through there. Then you can view it online. You can view this document online and see how it looks if you were to go into the online portal, and that's going to look exactly like this. So when you're on the online portal, you'll see your documents there. Oops. That you have just saved. And within this, you can view the revisions of this file. So very helpful for saving documents, viewing revisions, and really just being able to securely save your documents. I did want to give you a better example of some of the functionality on this document right here. So if you right click on it, just like as if you were in File Explorer, you can preview the document, share it, copy link like we could do in the other folder. We can delete it, move to, and so on and so forth. But look at version history. Let's look at this. So what we can do is actually see the different versions of when these were modified. And we can actually go back to those versions if you want. So you could restore it back to here, or you could open the file or delete the version. So let's restore it back to this time, and let's see what happens. Did it change? Yes, it did. So now it says test. So the file revision is very helpful if you make a mistake in a document. Okay, now what we're going to briefly do is go into the difference between OneDrive and InnerPC TeamSite. Again, the main difference, it has a lot of the same functionality as OneDrive. The only difference is that this is going to be shared within certain members of your organization. So I'm going to get into assigning people to different folders in a different tutorial, but basically it's the exact same function as OneDrive. It's just that you're going to be able to assign folders to certain people. So again, this is a presentation from InnerPC. My name's Dan Fusco, and if you have any questions, please email me at dan@myinnerpc.com. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.